Hello and welcome to Harvender Gaming. My name is Warrior and this is episode 57 of my Let's Play the Banner Saga series. In the last episode, the timer ran out. We returned to Arberrang to see how things are going. Doesn't look very good. We've got the serpent in the clouds. We've just had a funeral and we've got two options, either Menders or Outskirts. So, yeah, let's get to it. Let's see if the game ends here. Yeah, nothing to it but to do it, so let's get on to it. Let's go see the Menders. Menders are spread out evenly along the walls, each overlapping the light created by the next. Guards with distant expressions stand but watch between them. Around their feet are piles of warped dredge and men alike. They're starting to scale over the bodies on the other side of the wall, says Zephyr, some small disgust in her voice. As if to prove the point, Amanda yells when more warped rise into view. Hurry, beckons Zephyr. Whoa, okay. Things are dire. Alright, let's just get into it. Keep the warped away from the Menders. Yeah, as long as we don't have any of the useless pricks in our frickin' fighting party. Easier said than done. Ready, here we go. Who goes first? That guy. Yeah, well, let's do it. And she can't move at all. Okay. Ivan can come up here and take this guy out though. Oh, Iver, sorry. No, not Iver. Uben can come up here and take this guy out before he makes any of them stronger. We've got a horseborn warped. That makes sense. You come up the back there. Alio, you step forward and turn. Alright, he's just going straight for a kill. Fucking hell. Alright, well, let's get this guy's shield down and fucking give him some hell. No fury. Let's just take him out as quick as possible. Yes, hello. Alright, what are we going to do with this guy? He's pretty much out of it now, so let's just come up here and take out some shield. Big hit. Abilities, insult this guy. I don't want him anywhere near being able to attack us. Fucking hell, 11. How strong are these guys? That is fucking brutal. Ruben's almost dead. Jesus Christ. And now Ruben is dead. Or injured. Bang. Alright, well. Ruben. I wish there was a way that I could save you, mate, but no, okay, because these fucking warped archers, or these warped ranged guys, fucking sling traps at you. Just as you're moving. They're pricks. Hey Leo, you get the fuck out of there. I don't want too many people to get injured. Bang, get a kill. Bring some shield down and we'll let Bastion get the kill. Alright, well, hunker down, help me there. Oh, piss off with that shit. That's annoying as hell. Look out, wait for enemy movement within sling range and throw. Got 8 turns to get the kills here. There's one. Bang. Do we fight on? I reckon we give it a shot. Let's, yeah, let's take Alio out. He's not needed anymore. Petrus is starting to look worse for wear. Let's get some horseborn in on the action, eh? Let's give him a shot. Why not? Fight. And let's bring them down over here. Ready? Okay, here we go. Take that guy out first. These guys have got to slowly make out their way down, so yeah, alright, let's just bring him all the way up and kindle. A shield slam causes knockback to all adjacent units, doing armor break damage. Alright, let's do it. That gets him out of our hair for another turn. Rook, yeah, Rook takes a hit. That's a fair call. Attack, kill the horseborn. And then come over here. big 6 hit. Take down some armor on this guy. Let's just move you up. Alright, he's doing his wibbly wabbly thing. Oh yeah, use some extra willpower to cut this guy's damage down a little bit. Okay. Do we go? Yeah, nah, let's willpower. Oh, what? I can't use willpower on him. That's fucking shit. What happened to that? Why can't I use willpower? That is confusing me. I don't understand why I couldn't use willpower to get some extra damage done then. Whose go is it? This guy's. Oh, piss off. No, and turn. Jesus, knocking for 20 damage. No, and turn. Oh yeah, okay, Rook's dead. Fucking hell. And what now, only 2? Why is it only 2? I don't understand what's going on. I'm with Nid. Like, what? Does she have some sort of debuff on her? Or are they just getting buffed up? Turn. Oh, so now she can use her willpower. Like, what the hell was going on there? Oh no, it's not even Nid that's going, it's that guy. Okay, I am the confused. But it looks like we're going to freaking win this anyway, so... See, why does that drop down to 9 there? Well, from 9 to 5. Is he going to absorb that much or something? Okay, but it did 9 damage anyway. There must be a bug. There must be a bug in that. Defeat 3 enemies. Betrayal. Warrior figure feels wrong, powerful but wrong. Uben is ready for a promotion. Bastion is ready for a promotion. Roek is ready for a promotion. Ruben has been injured. Canary has been injured. Rook has been injured. Skathak has been injured. 26 renown. And we got an item. Sometimes I have to wonder about humanity. We're barely holding the walls and all the clans can manage is to rob and kill each other. Captain, my menders need more protection on the walls. You have as many men as we can spare, Walker. The rest are in the streets. Arberrang isn't worth saving if only killers and thieves remain. Even if my father were here, he'd have little control over the city now. I have even less, but I am certain I can find men loyal to my father's banner. Put me in command on the walls. Are you certain? I can guarantee no safety here. If there is a time for me to lead, it is now. They look to you. You realise that whoever is put in charge of the walls may be in serious danger. The walls are yours, Luden. Your father would be proud. Petrus, guard, gather your guards. You're in charge here. I'm putting the horseborn to work. Get Skathak. We can't spare anyone's effort. Hold out as... The walls are yours, Luden. Your father would be proud. My father was a lot of things, but proud of his son is not one of them. I'll send word to loyal men and keep the menders standing. Alright. There ain't no way to rest, so... But we can use some renown to promote. Resist armor damage. Confirm. Yeah, why not? Alright. Well, what's this do? Plus 30% crit chance, plus 2 strength, minus 2 armor. Yeah, that's not the greatest. Alright. Let's go to the streets. The outskirts, sorry. Part the city smolders since the riots, matching the mood in the lower rings. Supplies are scattered, impossible to tally or portion since the funeral. Hoarding seems necessary for the future, and you're afraid other clans in Arberrang will feel the same. If nothing else, we should set the precedent from here on out, what Alia suggests. Combine and ration the remaining food tightly. Send armed forces to pillage what they can from other clans. Encourage everyone to fend for themselves. Combine and ration the remaining food tightly. Trust overcomes. Some are relieved to place that burden on you. Others insist on keeping a watchful eye on the stockpile. Oh man, you can really frickin' move around here. Okay, I didn't even realise that. That's cool. Alright, well, darkness. Let's go for it. Thud. The cries of the doomed dredge from within the darkness are accompanied by the faint thud of shaking ground, as if something heavy and massive were lingering just out of sight. Then an alien, blood-curdling scream echoes through the air. We didn't finish off Ruin, Oddleaf whispers, as if saying the Sunder's name might summon it. If Ruin was caught in the darkness, who knows what she'd be what she's thinking or what she'll do. Oddleaf? How is Oddleaf whispering? Improve fortifications and keep fighters prepared. Send a mender to scout into the darkness and report back. Save your time and resources for later. Improve fortifications and keep fighters prepared. You gather as many people as you can to reinforce the wall more quickly and keep fighters on longer shifts, waiting for the inevitable attack. They spend long hours staring into the darkness with wide eyes. More banshee screams assail you from the darkness, eventually becoming thin echoes far in the distance, and then no more. You count it amongst the luckiest things to have happened in recent days. Said your goodbyes at the funeral 96 hours, rationed dwindling supplies 36 hours, fought off warped at the walls 72 hours, witnessed the passing of ruin 24 hours. Witnessed the passing of ruin 24 hours, so there's another 9 days. Here we go. Alright. Another 9 days. Man, this is a really crazy story. In the way that they've set it up. Ravens swear they see figures lurking from the corners of their eyes and hear the whispers of dead family members. Some accuse the corpse of Juno, others the ominous pillars that have been rising on the horizon. The dredge godstone, Ivan tells them. Rises like teeth from the hungered wolves' maw, Spar sings, swallows brave men and the bright doom star. An old song from the gods died, well, from before the gods died, fitting ambling through tall pillars like teeth, an obsidian forest wreathing the great black godstone. If my dead mother appears, I'm ending things here and now, Ollie snarls. Make a joke at Ollie's expense, encourage everyone to toughen up, ask Ivan if he can do anything to help. Encourage everyone to toughen up. Unless your actual mothers and sisters start thrusting spears at us, keep your delusions to yourself, you threaten. The Ravens don't take it kindly, but get your meaning. Morale declined. Thin ice renown. Survived the trek across the frozen sea. Okay. Dredge godstone. That does look pretty cool, actually. It's very quiet down in this part of the world.
We push on, despite hope being lost, along with Juno, to something black and heavy ahead. Did the dredge build godstones of their own, or
they
is
did,
this something?
And hope is not lost yet, Iver.
You jerk in terror, Yuno's voice in your head, and her hand lightly squeezing your shoulder. She breathes softly. Well done, you can put me down. Nerves get the best of even the bravest. Not another step, shouts Ollie. He pushes his way to Juno. You died. Not another step till you spill it. All of it. A chorus of voices concur, echoing off the pillars themselves. Damn straight. Juno sags upon her staff. She looks at Ivan, but his stare is leagues from here. All will be well, she starts, but jerks back from Ollie's axe blade at her neck. No more magic tricks, Ollie hisses. Step in before things spiral out of control. Wait to see what happens. Encourage Juno to answer the question. You're right, says Juno. It's time you all knew.
This will be more easily shown than told. The Valka were the first to discover a world within our world. The inner earth, with its own lands, people, and sun. A source of power far greater than our own. Ivan is the leader of the Valka, brilliant, born with a mind devouring itself. I studied in secret to heal those wounds, and in time, we grew to love each other. But meddling with minds is forbidden, for reasons already clear to you. The council sentenced me to death. They agreed to spare Ivan the same fate if I went willingly. So I did. When Ivan discovered what had happened, he carried my body to the White Tower. In his grief, he drained the Black Sun of its energy, hoping to restore my life. The sun fell from the sky, ripping chasms through both worlds. The serpent slithered out from its shattered egg, half-born, and the darkness within spread. I had become the new vessel for its power. When we reach the White Tower, and Ivan releases my energy, the sun will move again, and the darkness will return to where it belongs.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Ivan, the scumbag, fucking, you know, the bitch, fuck them. Caused it all. Fuck them. As Una releases her grip over the caravan, the images fade. Ivan carried me all the way back to Ridgehorn before he could go no further. That's where Harkon's warriors found us. They understandably believed I was dead and left me there. Ivan lived still, if only barely. By the time he awoke, the Wild had taken him most of the way to Einartoft. When I realized what had happened, I traveled by ship down the river to meet Ivan at Sigerholm, but the Serpent's chasms prevented this. I believe you know the rest. I'm certain you have many questions. I will answer them clearly. This goes back all the way to the time of the gods. What does the Serpent have to do with any of this? If the dredge were taught by the Walker, why are they attacking us? This goes back all the way to the time of the gods. This can become long and complicated. I'll keep it simple. The Loom Mother first discovered weaving, and with it created this world and those living on it. The other beings in the tapestry, other gods, reacted in many different ways. Some wanted to learn weaving, and they took the creations she made and changed them, forming Wile and Horseborn. One god became jealous. He took mankind, reshaped them into dredge, and hid them within the world to grow and torment the other creations. When the Loom Mother learned of this, she became furious. As she had discovered creation, she had also unwittingly created death and accidentally killed the jealous god in anger. The other gods were terrified. They had never imagined not existing. They turned on each other out of fear. The gods died, but their creations continued on. The Walker were the Loom Mother's favoured few. She taught them weaving. Ivan and I are descendants of those first people. What does the Serpent have to do with any of this? I'll admit, even I was uncertain until recently, but the easiest way to understand it is to imagine an egg. The Serpent's egg was made inside this inner earth, a black sun mirroring our own. Within it, a serpent would grow slowly over the ages. It was put here to eventually swallow the Loom Mother's creations, a cruel trick to destroy them in secret. When the black sun fell to the earth, it cracked. The serpent and its power spilled out well before its time. Everything happening now is because of petty grudges between the gods. In a way, Ivan unwittingly did us all a favour. If the serpent had grown to full size, well, at least things are now. At least as things are now, there may be a chance to reverse it. I'm not exactly bursting with gratitude at the moment. Understandable. If the dredge were taught by the Wildcur, why are they attacking us? The Stone Singers believe we have betrayed them. Early on, we discovered that the Black Sun was a far greater source of power than our own. After the worst of the Great Wars, everyone believed the Wildcur utterly defeated the dredge. In truth, we offered them peace. In exchange for use of the sun's power, we showed them how to flourish within their own lands and create more of their own kind. So you created the Stone Singers? In a way, we only shared knowledge. It has always been a difficult question of how much control to exert. But now they believe we caused this destruction on purpose. They think that we wish to wipe them out, and like anyone would, they fight back. They're scared and frenzied and will not listen. We have failed them as much as we have failed everyone else. Yeah, you fucking certainly have failed everyone else, you stupid bitch. I've heard enough. What now? Now we return to the source of the power. I'm not dead, but neither am I alive. This energy within me was stolen. Ivan will place me within the black sun. The celestial spheres will circle again. The darkness will be absorbed, and without that, the serpent will wither. She suddenly looks very tired, but tries to smile. You'll be trapped within the sun? How can I trust you? You caused all of this. You deserve it. You'll be trapped within the sun? Yeah, you caused all of this. You deserve it. Perhaps I do, but the rest of the world does not. Now you know everything. Even if you hate me, it's still crucial that you make sure Ivan does what is right. Well, we finally get them to admit what happened and what they did. That's cool. The dredge godstone. An enormous bell hangs from the carved stonework. Even untouched, it hums with a strange, deep resonance. Alfred says, the sculptors built this godstone to themselves. They raised bells made of those who have passed. It's said that a part of them lives in the sound of these bells, and they can visit their ancestors this way. Spar crosses his arms. That would explain the spooks. At the godstone's center, an enormous bell dwarfs the other, smaller chimes hanging throughout. The bell's handle calls to you on a primal level. Are you thinking of ringing it or kissing it? Spar asks. I wouldn't do either. Tap the bell with your weapon. Pull hard on the rope hanging beside the bell. Pull hard on the rope hanging beside the bell. Like an itch or a sneeze or an old memory, compulsion takes over. The bell swings hard, and that's it. Silence. Then you feel tapping around your feet. You see loose pebbles scrabbling like insects, and you get the unsettling feeling that the ringing is simply too deep for you to hear, but very, very loud. Before the bell swings back, you grab the clapper to prevent another strike. It comes off in your hand. Like the bell itself, it's distressingly beautiful and fills you with unease, but you pocket the thing. The ground rumbles now for other reasons, and you instinctively draw your weapon. Alright. What is this? +2 aggro, knockback on strength, greater than 3, +3 strength talents, +3 break, +3 strength attack. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, you know what? Let's promote Iver to be level 13 so we can use it, because this thing's getting outdated. +2 aggro is fine by me. Alright. What's he got? Let's do this, and let's give him bonus crit chance. And then, yeah, cause puncture. Yeah, you know what? Let's get. Oh, should we get Iver to? Anyway, that's it for the episode, I think. Yeah, I'll have a think about it off camera and see how to use the rest of that renown. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, especially if you've made it through to the end. We're really getting down to the brass tacks here, so I hope that you like the video and subscribe so that you can see how this story ends. Consider leaving me a comment. Let me know what you think about the revelation of it being Yuno and Ivan's fault. Let me know what you think. I hope you're all having a great day and or night. Never stop loving life, and I'll see you in the next episode.